from Hartsville, South Carolina, born in the mid-'60s. And it's interesting I always say that because I actually born right after the Voting Rights Act was passed in August the 6th, 1965.
Okay.
I born in August 21st, 1965. And I bring that up because it's significant. I barely born with the right to vote.
Yes, sir.
And so I went to school in Hartsville, South Carolina, went to elementary school, Sun Vista Elementary, and then on to junior high in Hartsville, and then to the senior high school and off to college at South Carolina State University, and then off to graduate school at Life University School of Chiropractic Medicine. And I've been practicing for about 30 plus years.
Okay.
Kind of started practicing semi-retired last year as I decided to run for office. And basically it. I'm a family man. I have 9 children,
Okay.
5 boys and 4 girls, and they all are doing pretty good. I'm excited for them. My youngest just graduated high school, and we're debating on where she's going to go to college. She wants to follow some of her friends,
All right.
and you know how that works out. So we're encouraging her to take a closer look at all of the offers that she has, which she has quite a few. And that's basically me in a nutshell. Head of my family, my mother, who raised 5 of us as a single parent, and my stepfather was there later on. But she's apprehensive because she sees all of the corruption and sometimes the abuse that you see in politics and all the name calling and negativity, but she knows my heart, and she knows that I'm here to help as many people as we can, as we've done during the pandemic, as we've done in practice. But it's just the children, they're excited but reserved because we ran last year for state senate, and we were polling fairly well, about 55%.
Yes, sir.
And then we had a larger candidate, a sitting congressman come down and start campaigning against us, and we lost that race. But we learned a lot as a result of that. And so my friends are somewhat, concerned. Everyone is cautiously concerned because this is a very serious position. This is a position that governs over 16 counties. Hundreds of thousands of people's lives are affected by the choices that we make. And so that's very important to me. And that is one of the main reasons I've chosen to run, because I know that we have an opportunity now to help as many people as possible. But we have experience and knowledge and a skill set that we believe the district can use. And so that's one of the main reasons that we're running. But the family support is there. And everyone just kind of waiting as we ramp up the campaign. They'll get involved like they did before. I'll tell you why we deserve your vote. And we preface it this way. If you want someone who's going to be open and honest with you, then we deserve your vote. If you want someone who's going to be there for the district, not just in D.C., but for the district. We have 16 counties, a large area, and we have a ton of resources that are being underutilized or not being utilized at all. And so if we've done the research, we've been in practice for over 30 years. We know over half of everybody in the communities are their family members because we've seen them for so many decades. And being intimately involved in taking care of people's health, you begin to love your community because as a physician, that's the basis of our treatments, the love that we have for our patients. But in addition to that, understanding governing, running several businesses, I own about 7 different companies. And so understanding governing and management, this is what it takes to manage the district and manage our communities. But I think currently the district's not getting all of the look that it should. We have too many resources, as I stated, that are not being utilized and should be utilized. And so understanding that and doing the research necessary and watching what is happening in D.C., watching and reviewing the filibuster, looking at the Voter Rights Act, looking at the changes in voting throughout the country, where some states are restricting people's access to voting, and some states are just taking a closer look because some feel that the election might have been taken from Donald Trump, or some everyone has their own different feelings. But a lot of the parties, in particular the Republican Party, is very fractured right now. Is very vulnerable and gullible. And like I tell people, the Republican Party, the Conservative Party didn't start with Donald Trump, and it's not going to end with Donald Trump. There's some good things on both sides that we have to look at. So we have to be open and look at the entire district as a unit, not just pockets of the district and working with people that we may know or have some familiarity with, but working with everyone throughout the district, listening to everyone. And that's what we have, an open door policy. And I think that is one of the main reasons you want to give us your vote. And it's time for change. It's time for change that you can believe in. It's time for change because I think it's unfair for us to ask our current congressman to continue to serve in the capacity after 30 years of good service to us. I think it's time for us to move the district in a different direction. I appreciate all the services that he's given to us, but I believe it's time for us to take it in a different direction.